Ladies and gentlemen, nerds of all ages, welcome back one more time to the greatest podcast you've never heard of. This is the State of the Nerd Union. We're coming tonight. We're gonna come like real short video. We're just gonna name off our top 5 movies of the year. Once again, I am joined by a new certified black man, Jerry Maynard.
What it is?
That's right, and the president of the NCCAP. I don't even remember what you said last time.
I think you just
did, baby. And of course, our political expert, the man behind the empire, Trevor Law.
What's up?
All right, so here we're going to do. We're going to name our top 5 of the years and our bottom 1, the dishonorable mention. Top 5 movies of the year so far. Let's start off with number 1. Somebody hit me with something good, and it better not be Ninja Turtles or Transformers. Somebody throw something out there.
So I think the only 2 options possible for number 1 movie of this year, for the summer, is either Days of Future Past or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Now, are we doing summer or are we talking year-wise? Because otherwise, it's going to open us up to that big other one, Mr. April, Captain America.
And I think we should just sort of lump in April with the summer season because...
according to last year when Fast and Furious came out, summer starts in April.
Yeah, so we just might as well say that because we're in Tennessee. Summer starts then anyway.
Exactly. So, once again, Days of Future Past, and what was your other mention, T-Law?
Guardians of the Galaxy for number 1. Now, whichever one is not number 1, obviously that's number 2, and Captain America will be my number 3, because I loved that movie so much.
Kenny Ship, we've got some strong words coming from T-Law. Hit it with a number 1. What would be the number 1 movie of the year before we get this official ranking?
That's tough. You almost want to do like a 1A and a 1B, but which one is the A and the B is still hard.
We're not the darker timeline, so we only get to vote for 1.
Okay. I'm still going to pick Guardians as number 1.
Also good words. Painter, certified black man. Vote for certified black people.
I'm going to go with X-Men Days of Future Past. Just one to be different, but because that movie was great, and it fixed everything that was wrong with X-Men. Literally. It fixed everything.
See, you got some strong points here, but you're wrong in all counts. Because the only movie that could be the number 1 movie of the year is the only movie that had a talking raccoon with automatic weapons.
Okay, so I want to know why specifically you think Guardians of the Galaxy was a better movie than Days of Future Past. I want to hear your reasoning on this.
Me, Guardians of the Galaxy, it follows a hero's journey in just a very skewered fashion. Like, it has every single beat that those traditional journeys have. It's almost like Star Wars, as if Han Solo was going through the hero's journey instead of Luke Skywalker. You get to have the fun of the anti-hero throughout the entire journey. Most importantly, it's got a whole cast full of very round, lovable characters that you really just want to cheer for the entire movie. X-Men Days of Future Past was great. However, it only picked 2, maybe 3 characters that were really delved into. You got Xavier, Magneto, and Wolverine, and the rest were just kind of there in the back.
No, it dealt a lot with Mystique as well in that movie.
It did, but for the most part, it didn't delve into those characters in the same way that you really fell in love with all these brand new characters in Guardians. Guardians, these are people that most people had never heard of.
True.
And by the end of the movie, you were all about some Groot. Who cried when Groot died? This guy?
I didn't.
This guy.
I didn't cry.
I did.
Did you put that on here?
I did. Okay, so here's why I'm going to say Days of Future Past was a better movie than Guardians. I have never seen a movie like Days of Future Past before in my life. It completely blew apart the normal structure of a franchise in a very unique, interesting way, and I loved it. Like, it was, because as much as I like Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm going to be perfectly honest. It is like every other Marvel movie that has come out before it, just in space. I will not take that back, because explain to me what key plot point was different from that movie than, say, Thor or Captain America 2.
I got one.
Why was different? It was
a point in the movie. Important to the movie. That one. There you go.
What'd you say?
I said the female was actually important to the movie.
Ah!
Oh!
Wow!
I feel like in the Avengers, Black Widow had a point.
I'm just saying Gamora wasn't just sex appeal. She actually had a character arc.
Well, Black Widow and the Avengers also had character arcs.
Avengers and Guardians, yeah, that the female characters don't really serve a purpose in those movies.
And a talking raccoon.
Wow, that's really harsh, Zach. Anyway, back to...
Because you take
do you have a point, or are you just babbling?
No.
Anyone else could have done it. All right.
Say?
We already knew the Hulk was the X factor in that whole shindig, so we didn't need her scene interrogating Loki. It was just a nice set piece. And the stuff she was doing on the ground, well, if you throw any other Shield agent in there, probably Maria Hill, then really?
Well,
It's
I
not-
mean, I wasn't.
Not Widow, it's just
Okay,
saying.
we have gotten totally derailed. We have gotten totally,
Point
totally
is,
derailed.
Guardians is the best movie of the summer. 3 of us mentioned it in our top 1, so Guardians is going to go number 1.
I mean, if it's not my number 1. It's in my number 2.
You said Guardians or X-Men. Kenny said Guardians. I said Guardians. I don't even know what.
John probably
He said Days of Future Past.
Oh, damn it, we're at 2 and 2. No, we're at 2 and 3.
2.
No, we can't be at 2 and 3 because there's 4 of us.
Well, he said 2 different ones, so that's 2 versus 3.
No, I said Days of Future Past is my number 1, and then Guardians is my number 2.
Right, but we're also not here to do math. So,
How are we going to rank this, bitches?
And none of us have an agree in that. Let's go.
All right, we're going to go to the tiebreaker here. The silent girl sitting next to me. Sitting all the way on the left.
Who isn't paying
Certified
attention.
black man's new wife,
my sexy nurse lady.
Jen.
I don't even know what you're asking.
Guardians of the
You're
Galaxy or
asking-
X-Men? Which one was better?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Jen just voted Guardians of the Galaxy, so everyone can suck it.
Jerry might be considering a divorce.
Hey! I guess
Whoa.
I've never seen any of the other X-Men, so half the movie I had no idea what was going on.
Doesn't matter. She said Guardians. Guardians is number 1. Hooray for talking raccoons.
Okay,
Right,
actually,
with the couch.
Brings up a good point.
that's a really valid point, because if you hadn't seen basically 4 other movies from Days of Future Past before then you are fairly lost as to what's going on in that movie.
Only
is
4.
valid.
I mean, it was number
only
7.
4. You don't really need to see any of the Wolverine movies. for
Well,
that.
wait, the last Wolverine was better. It was
No,
decent.
it was bad, but I'm just saying you had to watch the 3 X-Men trilogy, and you had to see First Class for Days of Future Past to make sense.
And most importantly, Guardians took a cast of characters that almost no one knew anything about, including me, who I had never read comics about them up until 6 months before that movie came out, no matter how many comic books I read. And it was able to take you and turn every single one of those characters into one of your favorites by the end of the movie. You fell in love with all of them. And then on X-Men, yeah, you're in love with Wolverine, because who's not? And Quicksilver, maybe. Sneaky snake. So point is, once again, Guardians defeats X-Men, which I will vote for number 2 as the second best movie of the year, if it makes everyone else happy.
Of course, there's no
Yeah.
comparison. It's going to be number 2.
Yeah.
So
Number 1, we're going to vote for Guardians here. Number 2, we're all going to concede X-Men DOFP, Days of Future
Yeah,
Past.
no, I
Okay,
disagree.
what's number 3 then?
Winter Soldier, hands down.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. I don't think any other movie holds a candle to Winter Soldier,
Nope.
in my opinion,
Wait,
Uh-oh.
for number 3.
I'm honestly torn on this one.
Wait, I
Say-
forgot about
Godzilla.
Planet of the Apes.
I'm voting Godzilla for number 3.
Oh,
No, what?
Godzilla, baby, dude, it was awesome.
I am the one who knocks down buildings.
Exactly.
That should have happened.
I'm sorry, Godzilla is 5 for me.
Godzilla's 5? All right, well, if I'm the only one not voting for Godzilla here, I mean, not voting for Cap here, we're going to put Cap 3, because honestly, Cap was going to be number 4. Cap was amazing.
I think
Yeah.
Cap should be 4.
I think it should be as well. The more I think about it, because I think the new planet, the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I think that should be number 3.
All right, Kenny, what are you saying is number 3 then?
That movie was excellent.
And it's
Planet of the Apes is number 3 over Captain America?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I love Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but Captain America was just so much more fun.
I haven't seen Planet of the Apes, so I'm going to vote Captain America still above Godzilla.
you don't get a vote because you haven't seen it. That's your fault.
Out for the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Ready. You've had 4 months.
I'm
He's
just
saying
saying,
he didn't see the least, enticing movie of the summer. Out of all the movies we talked about, which one made the least amount of money? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, because it got the least amount of traction. I'm not saying it's a bad movie because of that. I'm just saying it was the least appealing to the masses. So he doesn't get a negative vote for
Which
that.
I didn't get because it actually had a very timely story. Like, it
I'm not
actually
saying it was bad or
fed
anything.
into a lot of things going on in the world today in terms of our psychosis and yada, yada, yada.
I'm voting Captain America, number 3.
Captain.
Captain.
Jen.
Jim, we're on a split again.
Yeah.
Just
Those are my
tiebreaker.
choices.
Captain America or
Dawn of the
Dawn of the
Planet
Planet
of
of
the
the
Apes.
I never saw Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Well, apparently she's voting for Captain America.
Woo-woo!
I mean, I can live with that. I really.
Votes count.
All right. How about we do number 3, Captain America, and number 4, I will vote over number 5, which I was going to put at Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Number 4, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
Happy?
They were happy.
Because I'm not gonna lie, Dawn, it was the big surprise for me of the year. Like, Dawn, I didn't really think much was going to happen out of it, and it turned out to be way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be.
So, we go to number
So,
5.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is number 4. Captain America is number 3, because, well, America, F yeah.
Mhm.
And as we're going to discuss, number 5. What's everybody's number 5?
Godzilla. I mean, Edge of Tomorrow is pretty good, but I'm not going to put it in this top 5 list. So
Godzilla was money. It was delicious. It was like it had so much actual meaning to the destruction. Like, you know, you actually felt it. Is like there's actually people inside those buildings. It's not just cardboard anymore.
I shall abstain from this vote
Why?
Why?
because I did not see Godzilla.
Are you kidding me?
that's what Jerry should have done on Planet of the Apes.
I don't think you should abstain, surely off of that fact.
No, because I just didn't care. I just didn't care.
Well, it comes out tonight, so we're going to watch it. I'll bring it up Sunday night and we're going to watch it.
We're watching
I'll be
the
in Seattle.
Godzilla tonight. As soon as this is over, we're watching Pacific Rim.
What? All right,
We'll
so
talk-
number 5, still. Finishing
Number
up.
5, Godzilla.
All right,
I'm
number
good.
5.
I'm going to go with How to Train Your Dragon 2.
No one
Nice.
else saw that movie. No one else cares.
All right,
Oh,
fine.
no, I care. That movie was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. I saw How to Train Your Dragon 2, but I didn't see Godzilla.
Because it was good.
You saw the Dragon movie then.
Kenny, please agree with me here. Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Godzilla was so go Gojira.
Jira.
Gojira.
All right, so we're at a 2 and 2.
We're at 2 and 2 again. And you know what? I've won every tiebreaker so far, so I'm gonna win this one again. It's Godzilla, okay?
How modest of you, Zachary.
Hey, I've
Could
only
you
been
get
called
your
Eric
face
like
in
4
the
times this
frame?
week,
Could
so
you,
I'm just
like,
go number 5
It's
here.
really distracting me that I can only see like the top of your head. Thank you.
Scary enough. Oh, but now we're only seeing half of it. So it's
Yeah,
weird.
keep it in there. There we go.
That's what your mom said.
Ew.
At least he said it to you this time and not me.
Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on.
And he's laughing. Okay.
Godzilla number 5. It's gonna be because it was awesome, and I didn't see How to Train Your what was it?
Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon? Sure.
A dragon.
Yes, a dragon.
Like
Fire
the
thing,
dragon.
yes,
And
I-
it-
No,
Dragon.
yes, I saw Game of Thrones, the real dragon movie.
That's no.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is far from a movie.
No, it's like a 10-hour movie.
no,
All right. Oh,
it is kind of like a 10-hour movie.
All right, let's move on. So let's top 5. Here we go. Let's run down. Number 5, Godzilla / Dragons. Whatever. We'll call that one a tie because it's number 5. No one really cares.
They're both fire-breathing giant monsters.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah, except for there's a better fire-breathing dragon. His name was Godzilla. Number 4, Dawn of the Planet of the Monkeys. Number 3, Captain America. Number 2, X-Men Days of Future Past, a.k.a. Wolverine number 7. Number 1, Talking Raccoons and Walking Trees, Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, let's finish this off with our dishonorable mention. The number 1, worst movie of the year. Somebody throw something out there.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't think it deserves to be the worst movie. Simply the most disappointing.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting a dishonorable mention. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all knew Transformers was going to be bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's Age of Extinction. That's
Look, if
worse.
you walk into Transformers 4 and you paid for a ticket after seeing Transformers 1 through 3, there's no sympathy for you. You
Oh, no,
watch
and
the
that's not
disaster
good.
on your own.
It's on you. Yeah.
I didn't even see Transformers 4 because I saw the first 6 hours of that travesty. And I didn't really need to see the next 2.
Jerry.
I'm going to Spider-Man because out of all the movies I did see, it was the worst. While I enjoy every single second that Peter Parker and his lady friend are on screen together, which
That's the one positive. Yeah.
yeah, every scene that has them is great, but the rest of it was rather disappointing. Spider-Man versus Dr. Manhattan, basically.
No, dude, Dr. Manhattan had better acting abilities than freaking Jamie Foxx.
That's the point, though. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Dr. Manhattan was
I
really
hate
terrible
Spider-Man.
acting and no
I
real
hate
motive.
Spider-Man.
Which makes me really sad because I'm a huge Jamie Foxx fan.
Hey, I like Django, but you know what? That's the only movie where he doesn't act like Jamie Foxx. So
He didn't act like Jamie Foxx in Spider-Man, which was maybe part of the problem.
I'll wrap it up whenever I want to, Kenny. All right? So
All right.
the most important thing is dishonorable mention goes to 3 out of the 4 people who voted this tonight. Amazing Spider-Man 2 because it sucked.
Yeah.
You know it in your bones, Trevor.
Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing with you, but that movie was not the worst movie of the year.
What do you say is the worst?
Age of Extinction.
All right.
Well, I didn't see that one because, well, I didn't want to waste 3 hours of my lifetime. So
Same.
I torrented it.
it's still you paid the price of your life is what you did. 3 hours. You-
No, I played video games and would occasionally look at it.
Oh, okay. Still, it's no.
And then I deleted it from my computer because I didn't want it to infect anything.
Well, once again, thank you for everybody joining us tonight. Just remember, Guardians of the Galaxy is the best movie of the year. and Amazing Spider-Man's the worst. That's all you need to know. Is talking raccoons beat walking Spider-Mans and Jamie Foxx rapping every day of the week. Thanks for joining us once again. Kenneth Shipp, president of the NAACEEP, whatever you are. D-Law, our Galactic Empire politician, and Jerry Maynard, certified black man. And me, this is the Nips, the nerd with 1,000 opinions. Good night.